Why do lenders care so much about large deposits? Well, guys, it's pretty simple. Lenders need to make sure the money in your bank account is legitimate, viable, so you can make your mortgage payment on time. Hey, I'm Glenda White here, the Mortgage Coach, DFW. Today we're talking about why lenders scrutinize those bank statements so much that you may hate us. But before we get started, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, ring the bell to ensure you're staying up to date on all videos and new releases. When applying for a mortgage loan, your lender is going to take a careful look at your finances. This is your income and your assets. It includes tracking of any large deposits you recently made into your bank account. So Glenda, why is that? Well, what happens if you deposited $5,000 in your bank account 3 days before applying for a mortgage? Well, we're going to know why you're rolling in the dough and to make sure you can make your mortgage payments on time. Now, if you have verifiable streams of deposits, yes, child support, W-2 wages, then hey, you're doing fantastic. For my self-employed borrowers, we can validate your large deposits by simply reviewing your profit and loss. When lenders see that you've deposited a large lump of money into your account right before applying for a home loan, red flags start flying. We need to make sure that the money that you're putting into your account really is your money and that you can pay for the mortgage each and every month. So when a majority of your savings were deposited into the account a couple of days before, we're going to think maybe did someone give it to you? Maybe it'll look like your finances a little bit stronger. So it's super important to make sure the money's in the account. When we as lenders see your large deposits, typically 1% of the loan amount, we're going to want to see the bill of sale or documentation showing the tracing of the origin. Now, for instance, what if you sold a second car that you no longer need and it was $5,000? It was deposited into your savings account. All we have to do is have a receipt to show the validation of that the sale was completed. Now, we're not going to have too much weighted effort on a one-time bill of sale to see if you can or cannot make your mortgage payment. What we want to do is see what monthly deposits are going in each and every month or every week to make sure what we're lending on is what you can afford. Seasoning, what is it? Well, it's not Aunt Sally's homemade garlic barbecue rub. Don't think about that. What it is, seasoning and lending terms mean how long has that funds and those funds been in your bank account for. Typically, seasoning requirements are at least 60 days. I always recommend 90. So when we as lenders do your pre-approval, we're going to ask for the last 2 or 3 months of bank statements. If you have these large deposits from that bill of sale that is in your account and you can't validate it, or my mattress money people, that's right, put the money in the bank. When you apply for a mortgage, we have to see those bank statements. We have to be able to source the documentation and we have to be able to validate it. And if we can validate the information of where the deposits are coming from, and if we can source it, meaning it matches your paycheck stub or a receipt or a bill of sale, then hey, you're doing great. But mattress money people, we have to get that money into the bank because we cannot have cash on hand as a validation of a method. So again, it's all about tracing the documentation. It's about getting 2 or 3 months of bank statements, and it's about showing everything that you have done to make sure you can make the monthly mortgage payment. That's what we care about as lenders. Hey, we're so glad you joined us today to talk about sourcing, talking about large lump sums, talking about mattress money, and basically just validating the documentation on the deposits that are going into your account. So again, we're so glad to have you back each and every week. If you think this is of educational value, go ahead and send it to a friend or family member that you think that will show value of this video. And of course, drop your comments down below. If you'd like to schedule your mortgage consultation, the link is in the bio. We appreciate you coming back again. I'm Glenda with Verity Mortgage, the Mortgage Coach DFW. Until next time.